Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Art of Health podcast. I'm Marie Steffen, your health and fitness coach, and I'm absolutely thrilled to have you here with me because it is my mission to help as many people as possible reach their health, aesthetic, and performance goals in the smartest way. With over a decade of coaching experience and working with thousands of individuals, I'm here to share my best tips and advice with you through this podcast. In this podcast, I will be diving deep into the world of practical training and nutrition advice for holistic athletes who are seeking to improve their strength, enhance their overall health, and sculpt their dream physique. So together we will explore effective strategies and techniques that will empower you to unleash your full potential and achieve your goals. And I have to tell you, I am beyond excited to start this video podcast, but here's the interesting part. It's not really a start, it's more of a comeback. Back in April 2020, I launched the Art of Health podcast for the first time in German. And let me tell you, it was an incredible experience. The positive feedback I received and knowing that I was making a real difference in the lives of my listeners filled me with joy. Being able to share my knowledge and help others reach their health and fitness goals was my driving force. However, at a certain point, I felt a calling to transition into English. And I had already built a significant audience in English through my YouTube channel, social media, and other platforms. And I also translated my app into English. And since I travel a lot with my husband being from the US, I felt a deep connection to people from all over the world. So I made the tough but also exciting decision to focus on the English version of the Art of Health podcast. And I will be honest with you, the decision to transition into English wasn't so easy for me because I didn't want to let down my German community, the ones that supported me from the very beginning. And I also questioned whether I could express myself as effectively in English as I did in German. So ultimately what led me to my decision was the realization that I would regret if I didn't follow my heart. And this is a question I encourage you to ask yourself too when you're facing big decisions that come with commitment and insecurities about the outcome. When I decided to end the German version of the Art of Health podcast, I also chose to focus on YouTube. And then something funny happened. YouTube introduced a new podcast function, and it felt like a sign from the universe that it was time for me to launch the English version of the Art of Health podcast. So here I am continuing my passion project in English, and my purpose is clear. I want to address all topics around nutrition training to help you find the right path for yourself. Whether you're a beginner, just starting your fitness journey, or if you are an experienced athlete looking for leveling up, we will explore the complexity of nutrition and unveil the secrets of effective training and delve into the mindset required for long-term success. Let me also take a moment to tell you a bit about myself. I began my journey as a hip-hop dancer. I started dancing when I was a kid, and I essentially wanted to be in all of these dance movies and watched Honey all day long, traveled to the US with 16 and connected to foreign street dancers, meeting them for battles to improve my dancing skills. But my passion for bodybuilding quickly took hold. I was fascinated by the bodies of the dancers and how muscular some of them looked. I wondered if I could achieve such a muscular physique as well, and started reading and studying everything about nutrition and weight training. After being a member at the gym for 1 year, the trainers and people from the gym came to me and asked if I would do that professionally and if I would participate at bodybuilding competitions. And I answered, no, that is too crazy. And I thought that those athletes take drugs and look like men. But when I was exploring the bodybuilding world a little bit more, I realized that there is a bikini division, which seemed not too far away from the physique that I already accomplished. So I took the challenge and prepped myself for a bikini bodybuilding competition, and I was placed second at my first competition, which qualified me immediately for the German championships, and that qualified me with 18 for the European Championship, where I won silver medal. I continued participating at competitions for 4 years and achieved really more than I could ever dream of. I was placed second at the European Championship and third at the World Championship, and that was huge for me. However, after my bodybuilding career, I felt the need to explore new movements and embrace a broader perspective on fitness and health. I wanted to set new goals in training and nutrition. And my health goal was, at this point, to get my period back, which I lost during competing times. But I also wanted to change my training style. I searched for a different reason than solely training for aesthetics. And this led me to learn skills like handstands and muscle ups, and ultimately shaped my current training philosophy, a blend of strength, mobility, conditioning, and the joy of learning new skills that I want you to inspire with. I've been a coach ever since I left school, and my journey has been filled with growth and expansion. I've had the privilege of learning from other exceptional coaches and mentors, constantly refining my approach to help my clients achieve their goals. It was this passion for coaching that ultimately drove me to develop my own app and online courses, first in German, and now my app is translated into English as well. So I hope this gave you a little insight about myself and how I got where I am now. And before I wrap this welcome episode up, I want to introduce you to a special format of this podcast. What would Marie do? Let me know your fitness-related burning questions, what you're struggling with, and want to get my personal and best advice for. Make sure you give me a few details about your journey, but keep it as short as possible. I want this podcast to be a platform for interaction, growth, so don't hesitate to reach out and share your thoughts, suggestions, and topic requests. That being said, thank you for joining me on this exciting new chapter of the Art of Health podcast. I'm grateful to have you as a listener, and I will see you in the next episode.